everyone. So today I'm going to cover one of your geology optional topic, unit paper 1, unit 2nd, that is your ecology. है ना? We have covered so many topics of non-coordinate and coordinate. So this is one of the topic of your ecology. The simple question is food web, right? So of course food web, actually this question has been already came into your, if you see the PYQs, this question has been came. And most of us already know the basic concept of food web. Then why I'm taking that simple topic when specifically I cover the, actually when in that series I cover one of the very important topics or generally which is not very common, है ना? And food web is one of the very basic topic. As we start study about the ecology, we talk about the food chain, food web. Okay, so first of all I'll just try to relate from where we are going to cover it, है ना? So when we cover that functional aspect of the ecosystem, as we know the ecosystem is self-sustaining unit, है ना? It is a basic thing when we talk about that. So when we talk about that ecosystem, there are the four functional aspect of your ecosystem. The first is your productivity, the second is your decomposition, third is your energy flow, है ना? Third is your, wait a minute, third is your energy flow, and fourth is your nutrient cycle, right? Nutrient cycle. So these are the functional aspect of your ecosystem. Functional aspect of ecosystem, right? So that in the productivity we talk about that. Suppose that the simple question will came about the functional aspect of the ecosystem. So you have to have write these 4 points, and in the productivity you can write about the producers, that autotrophic nutrition, then gross primary productivity, net primary productivity, and this and that. Then you will write about the decomposers. Why these are the functional aspect of that decomposition or decompositions, why these are the functional aspect of the ecosystem? Because these four will help in maintaining or auto maintaining or auto regulating or auto running, whatever you can want to say, to the ecosystem. There will be someone in that, suppose that there's something, any kind of ecosystem on the unit, something should be produced, है ना? And if something is produced, that energy investment occur in that biotic component, that ultimately going to dead. So that dead biotic component has some kind of energy, of course, which they gain during their lifetime or through the productivity. Then decomposition is required. Through the decomposition process, the nutrient cycle occur. In that nutrient cycle we cover, that is your biogeochemical cycle, right? In that nutrient cycle we cover that gaseous cycle and the sedimentary cycle, right? The gaseous cycle and the sedimentary cycle, nitrogen, oxygen and all, है ना? And that sedimentary cycle we cover the phosphorus and sulfur. Then in this energy flow, how the energy is moving from one biotic to another biotic component, like through the producer to the herbivorous to the carnivorous to the primary or secondary tertiary consumer, whatever. So here we talk about the energy flow. Here we cover your concept of, है ना, food chain, your concept of food chain and food web. So now we know ki what we are not only covering that food chain, we know the background of it. Of course, I can do that. Like I can simply start writing about this thing, but I think the basic background is required to understand or to make this concept very easy and simple, right? So because you are not writing, you are not going to write the board level of exam, and this is not something objective. This is something subjective, and everyone, whatever, whoever the student is sitting or going to give the going to take the exam of the UPSC mains, everyone knows about the concept of the food web. But how you can make your answer different, that is one of the core concept, right? So this is the basic concept. So after that, now we will start about that. So of course now we know we are going to talk about that energy flow in that ecosystem. That energy flow occurs with the help of mainly two things. The first is your food chain. In that food chain we talk about that trophic level, different trophic level and all, है ना? Food chain, I thought it is simple, so I didn't discuss it that much. The food chain simple, it's a linear representation of that biotic community or the species at each trophic level, where the species of one level are connected with the another level or the next level, or the as they require the energy, or as they are dependent on their like feeding or the food habitat. Okay, simple. The food chain is this. What is the food web? food web is simple. It's not the linear representation, while it is a complex network, or you can say interconnected network of that biotic component with each other. Okay, how you can write simple in a definition word. So in nature, food chains never exist as an isolated linear sequence. Rather, they are rather they are interconnected to form a network called the food web. Okay, so therefore a food web can be defined as a network of food chains. Like suppose that food chain क्या होती है, आपकी आपके यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, grasses हो गई, grasses is eaten by the grasshopper, है ना, grasses is eaten by the grasshopper, grasshopper is eaten by the frog, frog is eaten by the snake, snake is eaten by your eagle, right? This is your food chain. But do you really think that producer, है ना, is connected only with the grasshopper? Don't you think that producer, that some types of herbivorous frogs or some other insects also can have that producer? This is not the only primary consumer. Sometimes the frog, where it is, we are showing that frogs are secondary consumer or the carnivorous. Don't you think we can think like frog and any other species such as your goat, right? Such as your rabbit, right? Rabbit is then have by the foxes, है ना? This goat is then have by foxes or sometimes a wolf, है ना? Then it is eaten by your lion or the tertiary consumer. So this is something. Or snakes sometimes have this rabbit also, है ना? Eagle sometimes have that rabbit also, है ना? मतलब what I'm trying to say, in that real ecosystem, this is not, this is in actual practical scenario, this is not requirement of that, this is not simple only the linear representation, while it is a complex network of that simply mean that one species not only connect with the its previous species, while it can also connect through the direct grasshopper. और यहाँ पे आपके जो बहुत सारे इंसेक्ट ईटर होते हैं, जैसे कि आपका डेजर्ट में बहुत सारे, even in your simple desert you can see this complex network or an interconnection network or the chain, right? So this is something mentioned here. The food web can be defined as a network of food chains, okay, interconnected to each other, so that the number of options of eating and being eaten are available at each trophic level. There is, abhi we just described through the diagram. It was a Charles Batten who represented the notion of food web, what he referred as to the food cycle, है ना? In 1927, he recognized that length of these food chains, है ना? Different. Actually, food chains are mainly two types: your grazing and your decomposers or the detritivorous food chain. So recognize that the length of this food chain was mostly limited to 4 or 5 links. That what the 4 or 5 links, that is your trophic level, like producer, then herbivorous, then primary, then your primary carnivorous, and secondary and tertiary, quaternary, like this 4 to 5 links. Food chains were not isolated but hooked together into food webs. A food web is a complex network of interconnected food chains within an ecosystem. It illustrates how different organisms are related through their feeding habits or the feeding relationship, and how energy and nutrients flow from one organism to another. Here in that food web, we do not talk about only the trophic level, but we also talk about the each at the individual, like one, how this grasshopper is transferring energy to the snake. It is not required that always a grasshopper you can consider some big insect or something like that. It's not always. We have this concept, we already know this concept when we talk about the food chain, that energy concept, 10% Lindemann energy 10% rule, right? So where we talk about in that trophic system, है ना, अगर suppose that if this is a producer, this is a herbivorous, this is a primary carnivorous, this is carnivorous one, this is a producer, this is something. So we say 10% of energy. Suppose that यहाँ पे अगर 1000 कैलोरी एनर्जी प्रेजेंट है, so that will यहाँ पे आपकी उसका 10% ही जाएगा, that is your 100. यहाँ पे उसका 10% जाएगा, दैट इज योर 10. यहाँ पे उसका 10% जाएगा, दैट इज 1. और यहाँ पे उसका 10% जाएगा, दैट इज 0.1%. So when we talk about that food chain, we talk about each trophic level, right? But in real, in the practical ecosystem, when we study, it is not always a linear connection. Maybe sometime it can also happen कि यहाँ पे जो सपोज दैट आपकी फॉक्सेस हैं, वो आपकी डायरेक्ट उसको मतलब डियर को ना करके सीधे में भी रैबिट को प्राइमरी हार्बीवोरस को वो इनगल्फ कर रही हूँ. सो दैट मीन्स यहाँ पे जो आपका लॉयन या फिर डियर या फिर यहाँ पे ह्यूमन कंसीडर कर लो, दैट विल नॉट हैव अ 1%, बट maybe that will have a 10% of energy transfer, right? This is your Lindemann 10% energy rule. We know this concept, right? So it offers an important tool for investigating the ecological interaction. This is something important. that define the energy flows and predator-prey relationship. Last time we have talked about that Lotka-Volterra model. In that we also talked about even the Lotka-Volterra model also talk about the single interaction. Like lion only feeds on the deer or foxes only feeds on the rabbit. That is something not the linear representation in the practical or the ecosystem. It cannot be said it can be seen like only linear representation, right? In this food web, grasshoppers feed on the plants, scorpions feed on the grasshopper, kit foxes prey on the scorpions, and in addition the predators also. मतलब वही बता रहा है कि it's not necessary, maybe जो ईगल है ये स्नेक को ना लेके मे बी फ्रॉग को खा ले, that can also be happen, right? So that does not mean कि ये इसी पे feed करेगा. So this is something complex network, okay? Okay, here then we talk about there are two approaches by which food web can be used to study. There are two approaches actually on which the food web can be studied. Like the first is your bottom top approach, like where the actually food web is deciding bottom में आपका हमेशा when we talk about this energy when we talk about this trophic level, at always we talk about because it is specifically related with your energy concept, and we know when we talk about the pyramids are mainly three types, that your energy pyramid, biomass pyramid and the number pyramid, right? So we energy के concept में हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, it is always upright. So when we talk about the bottom up approach, that means that food web is deciding by your producer, because producers are at your bottom level, right? So this is something. The Yes, there are two approaches by which food web can be used to study the control of the community structure. The first is your bottom up approach. What is the bottom up approach? The structure of food web depicts that productivity and the abundance of the population at any given trophic level are controlled by the productivity and abundance of population in the trophic level below them, because it is your bottom up approach. Suppose that if we want to decide the population or the productivity or the abundance of that in that system, suppose that frog है ना, when we talk about the linear or the, तो we decide जो frog है that feeds on what, उसके bottom level पे जो है, suppose that if we talk about the grasshopper, if we talk about the insects, whatever the on whatever subject, on whatever nutrition the frog is feeding upon, right? So the population and abundance of frog is deciding only on the basis of that population of your abundance of that below them, on which the frog is feeding, right? So this is something bottom up approach. The second is your top down approach. Top down approach mein kya hai? It occurs in the trophic cascade. Of course we will talk about the trophic cascade next. Interaction describes the indirect effects of the predator, है ना? यहाँ पे you can connect with that Lotka-Volterra model, that not only the deer decide the population of the lion, but also lion decide the population of the deer, right? So this is something top down and bottom up approach. Here the population density of a consumer, that is your consumer, like suppose that your carnivorous, जो भी आपका consumer है, controls the population of its resources. Suppose that if we talk about that grassland and deer, so deer will gonna decide the population or the abundance of grass, जो भी आपके producers है, or we can simply say कि eagle will gonna decide कि what will be the population and abundance of snakes or the frogs, like that only, okay? Its resources. In a trophic cascade, predators include effects that cascade down the food chain and affect biomass of organism at least 2 links away. मतलब it's simple कि आपका जैसे कि suppose that in the last slide when we talk about that eagle and that lion, then the frog, तो आपका eagle will decide कि population of the frog or population of the snake. That is simple. That's how we can talk about that food web, how we can see कि how the food web is regulating and how we can study the food web. That is simple like that. Then of course यहाँ पे आपके food web के concept खत्म नहीं होते. When you are writing a complete answer, please write it in a with a different aspect. Don't suppose that section 1 में or section 2 में whatever the question simple is the food web, do not write this definition and as a structure and good to go. No, that is not good to go. Okay, you should have mentioned कि what are the division in that body part. You can simply talk about in introduction. अगर आपका अच्छी मार्कर का question and you have good content, then do not start writing about the food web का definition. Give that brief backward uska relation कि ecosystem में there are mainly 4 things. We talk about energy flow with respect to the food web or the food chain, then slightly try to compare with the food chain and food web, which is real, which is non-real. Then in the body part you can start with the food web. Then if you don't want to write this, of course you can write it. अगर आपने food web, suppose that if you have written the food web definition in the introduction, that is also a good approach. So you can divide your body answer body into like that, the two approaches, then the types of food chain. of course. Then types of food chain, actually there are, okay, so three types of food chain. Food web describe the relationships है ना among the species in ecosystem, but the relationship vary है ना on what sense, उनका connectedness, उनका energy relations vary in the importance of energy flow, dynamics of the species population based on that species influence one another in a community. American geologist, you have to mention it, Robert Payne, okay, Robert Payne in 1980 proposed three types of food chain. What are the three types of food chain? There are these three types of food chain. The first is connectedness webs, the second is energy flow, and third is functional webs. आपको उसको simple में समझना है. What is the connection, what is energy, and that is functional. Okay, so something, there's actually three types of interaction in the population when we talk about the food web. Okay, what are the three types? That how one species connected with each other, this is the first thing. Then when we talk about that energy, how one trophic level transferring energy to another thing. And then when we talk about that functional webs, how much any species or any community is important है ना, how the species or community playing the functional role in that ecosystem. This is something three: connectedness, energy flow, and your connectedness, energy flow, and your functional aspect. ठीक है, these are the three types of food webs है ना. So food chain आपकी दो types है. Of course, when you have the answer food chain, then you write the two types. Of course, you should write the food web also. That's how UPSC will see you. Okay, you do not have only the 12th level or the board exam level concept. You are something writing that is given by the Payne also है ना, American geologist. So types of food chain में what you are going to write? Connectedness web में depict the feeding linkage है ना among the species in a food web. These are also called the topological food web. These depict only the presence or the absence of a trophic interaction, only the presence or the absence की ठीक है इसमें कितने हैं कितने नहीं है, like that. They however do not show the strength of the interaction, nor any change in the trophic relationship. For about the reason topological food web sometimes referred to static food chain. मतलब सिंपली बताता है कि सपोज एक टोपोलॉजी में मतलब what are the number of, what are the connectedness, मतलब how eagle is connecting to frogs, how eagle is connecting to the snakes, like that only. Okay, then energy flow, that way 10%, you can also talk about that 10% energy flow का system. These quantify energy flow from one species to another. ठीक है, these connections between the population are quantified on the basis of the flux of energy between a resource and its consumer. Suppose that producer say the transfer of energy to the grasshopper, maybe to the grasshopper, or maybe to the goat, or maybe to the rabbit, like this type. Because in the, when we talk about that ecosystem, of course, when I started this topic, so ecosystem is not only made up of single. When we talk about the ecosystem is actually made up of by the organisms, then your species, then your population, then your community. I have already talked about this in one of the ecosystem lecture in that है ना. Then your community, then your biome or something है ना, biome, then ecosystem, then your biosphere है ना. So when we talking about the biome or the ecosystem है ना, then we do not talk about the only organism or the species or the, we talk in general all of these four. Okay, so which type of interaction we are talking about. So energy flow में पता चल गया, one species is transferring energy to the another species. Of course ये हम लोग bottom up approach से पढ़ेंगे. We cannot talk energy flow, हम लोग we never can talk about the top to bottom. You can also mention this point here. Then your functional webs, this is sometimes overlapping with the interaction of food web. Functional, why connectedness से हम लोग इसको कभी कभी overlap कर जाता है, because these food web represent the importance of each species in maintaining and functionality of various communities. You can also talk about here, if you want to give the example, you can also talk about that detritivorous ka functional, the producer ka functional, the quaternary ka functional. You can also talk about, if you have the space, if you have the time also है ना. Do not cross the word, extra नहीं लिखना है, but mention जरूर करना है these three types, impacting each other in the ecosystem and reflect influence on the growth rate of the one other species of the population. ये उसका एक type of interaction है. ठीक, you can simply see that. Then the characteristic of food web, characteristic में आप क्या क्या लिखोगे, यहाँ पे हमें दो तीन चीजों के, if we will talk about the 3 to 4 things. The first is the reward feedback and the trophic cascade. Of course some of the characteristic we already know कि आपका network of species in the population, which also shows the different feeding habitat in the different trophic level है ना. Then reward feedback क्या होता है, when like energy flow की जब हम लोग बात करते हैं, sometimes it's not always necessary कि अगर number of deer increase हो रहे हैं, so deer are feeding on your grasses है ना, or deer producer, so producer will gonna decrease. This is something, sometimes as the number of deer increasing consuming on the producer or the herbivore, of course producer or the plants, the number of plant species will gonna also release. When we talk about that herbivorous sense, और आप other trophic level पे भी इसको consider कर सकते हो, it's not about the producer and the herbivorous, it's also about the herbivorous and the carnivorous. So it's not only about कि वो क्यों increase हो रहा है. अगर if we talk about the producer or herbivorous, sometimes some of that herbivorous release some ऐसा chemicals which enhance the production of that herbivorous. And the second and the most important concept is कि there is something called energy concept, है ना, and something called population maintenance concept. बिकॉज प्रोड्यूसर और सपोज दैट डियर का पॉपुलेशन है या फिर सिंपल रैबिट की पॉपुलेशन है. सो रैबिट की पॉपुलेशन इट्स शोइंग कि सपोज दैट रैबिट जो है वो रैबिट जो है फॉक्स का फूड है. तो फॉक्सेस क्या करी, इंक्रीजिंगली रैबिट को खाना शुरू कर रही है, तो उनके नंबर डिक्रीज हो रहा है. सो रैबिट हैज टू मेंटेन देयर पॉपुलेशन, देयरफॉर दे विल रिप्रोड्यूस मोर, और यू कैन से मोर ऑफनली, or better can say they will invest more energy in that reproduction first, है ना. So they will give more number of the very frequently, so to maintain that population. There is two concept only, so that is something called your reward feedback. So यही लिखा है इसमें, when a downstream organism and energy flow has a positive effect. downstream मतलब जिस पे वो food है, जिस पे वो resource actually, downstream मतलब resource, on its upstream food supply. Say for example a consumer है ना, such as herbivorous, does something that sustain the survival of its food resources. जैसे कि अभी हमने बताया, कंज्यूमर आपका क्या हो गया, फॉक्स, सच एज कंज्यूमर इज योर फॉक्स, और आपका रिसोर्स क्या हो गया, रैबिट या प्लांट अगेन, is known as your reward feedback. In a study, McLaughlin has shown that it vast herds of antelopes graze upon the East African plains. It increases the net production of grass, inferring that annual vegetative growth is greater with the grazers and then without them. इसके दोनों रीजंस हो सकते हैं. दैट प्लांट हैज टू मेंटेन देयर पॉपुलेशन, सो दैट दे आर इन्वेस्टिंग मोर एनर्जी. प्लांट्स आर ऑफ कोर्स आल्सो you're living, so they have to invest more energy in their reproduction, and they just maintain or they increase the population, because plants are also saying कि आपकी population बहुत drastically decrease हो रही है, तो उनको अपनी population maintain करनी है. और the second thing I talk about कि आपकी जो grazers हैं, maybe they release some kind of chemicals which enhance the production, right? Second is third is food web distinguish and maintain direct and indirect species interaction, community and balance ecosystem. This is the third characteristic. Trophic cascade क्या होता है? In a prey-predator relationship, predators can impact both prey abundance and behavior. How? When the impact of a predator on its prey ecology trickles down one or more feeding level and affect the density and behavior of the prey's prey, the impact is known as a feeding or trophic cascade. मतलब सिंपल है, प्रेडेटर जो होता है वो उसकी अपने प्रे की अबंडेंस और उसके बिहेवियर दोनों को रेगुलेट करता है, ठीक है. जस्ट उसी को बोलते हैं ट्रॉफिक कैस्केड. इम्पैक्ट ऑफ द प्रेडेटर ऑन इट्स प्रे इकोलॉजी ट्रिकल्स डाउन वन और मोर फीडिंग लेवल. मतलब सपोज दैट अगर आपका ईगल है, तो ईगल ने उसके स्नेक को खाना शुरू किया, तो स्नेक का हैबिट और अबंडेंस चेंज होगा ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट स्नेक जिस पे फीड करा, सपोज दैट रैबिट पे, है ना, तो रैबिट का भी अबंडेंस और बिहेवियर इम्पैक्ट होगा. सो दैट मीन्स ईगल इज नॉट इम्पैक्टिंग ओनली द स्नेक बट ऑल्सो इम्पैक्टिंग द rabbit or the frogs, like that is a trophic cascade. And the fourth is your dynamic in nature. Of course, we know food web change over the time due to factors like seasonal variation, migration, extinction, introduction of new species. Here we just discard a little bit concept of the Lotka-Volterra model, because in the Lotka-Volterra model we simply talk about the lion or deer relationship, and the both of the population, both of their population dependent on each other only, right? So food web जो होती है वो डायनेमिक होती है, माइग्रेशन से या फिर मानसून से, दैट आल्सो impact. Now the answer you can sum up with the significance that you will write in your own words. Thank you. This is, I think, good for the food web concept. Thank you for today.